Military police said I was too crippled to be a hero until they saw my Medal of Honor. Military police had been cracking down on stolen valor cases at every Veterans Day ceremony for months, and with my missing leg and scarred face, I looked like every other broken veteran trying to play hero. I looked so damaged that people always offered to push my wheelchair first, then stepped back when they saw my medals. So when two young MPs marched toward me at the Veterans Day ceremony, I knew they thought I was faking. The taller one pointed at my dress uniform while his partner pulled out his phone. He stopped right in front of my wheelchair and bent down to my eye level, his face twisted with disgust as he examined my silver star and bronze stars. Silver star and 3 purple hearts? On a cripple? Real warriors don't roll up to ceremonies pretending to be heroes. His partner nodded and started circling my wheelchair like a shark, taking photos of my medals while shaking his head. I reached for my wallet to show my military ID, but the tall MP slapped my hand away and grabbed my wheelchair handles, spinning me around hard and making my prosthetic leg knock against the wheel while I gripped the armrests to stay steady. He then dumped my bag on the ground and kicked through my belongings with his boot, scattering my medications across the pavement while the growing crowd of veterans and families watched in silence. The MP demanded I stand up to prove I really needed the wheelchair, and when I explained about my missing leg, he made me pull up my pant leg to show the prosthetic attachment point, poking at it with his boot like it was fake. If that wasn't enough, he picked up my pain medication bottles and crushed them under his heel, the pills scattering into the dirt as he announced to everyone that I was another junkie playing dress-up. Look at this, everyone. Another faker disrespecting real heroes who actually sacrificed. He yanked my jacket open and started pulling medals off my uniform one by one and stepped on them. When he found my commander's challenge coin in my pocket, he snapped it in half between his fingers. Then he discovered the folded flag from my best friend's funeral and scoffed, saying, "I definitely bought this on eBay," and proceeded to crumple it into a ball. The photo of my unit fell out last, all 7 men who died in the blast that took my leg, and he held it up for everyone to see before tearing it into pieces that floated away in the wind. My chest went tight, watching their faces disappear, because those men were more real than anything else in my life. Other veterans started joining in the mockery when they noticed that I stayed silent. They shook their heads and muttered about how real warriors would have died before ending up in a wheelchair. One of them pointed at my hearing aid and suggested I bought it online to complete my costume, while another said the burn scars on my neck looked more like mth accidents than IED wounds. The tall MP noticed my wedding ring, and his face got a nasty smile as he leaned in close. "Your wife left because she couldn't stand looking at half a man. Your kids probably tell people their daddy died because they're so ashamed of what you became." My throat closed up because my daughters hadn't visited since the divorce, and I wondered if he was right. Before I knew it, his partner walked behind my wheelchair and hit the brake release with his foot, while the tall one grabbed under my arms and pulled me up and out, kicking the wheelchair away as I went straight down without my prosthetic properly balanced. My stump hit the concrete, and pain shot through what was left of my leg while my dress uniform got filthy against the pavement. The impact knocked the wind out of me, and for a second, I was back in Kandahar with my ears ringing and the taste of dirt in my mouth. The crowd parted, but nobody helped as the partner unbuckled my prosthetic leg, and I tried to grab it, but he was already standing up with it. He held it up like a trophy, and something inside me broke because that leg was my independence, my dignity, my ability to stand at my brother's graves. When he threw it hard into the memorial fountain 20 feet away, I felt more naked than I'd ever been in my life. I started crawling toward the fountain, dragging myself with my elbows, while blood from my hands left streaks on the concrete when this voice just exploded behind us. "That's Sergeant First Class Reynolds, you fucking idiots!" This 3-star general was standing there looking like he was about to murder someone, and the MPs started stammering about stolen valor. The general absolutely lost it, saying I was Delta Force with 3 Purple Hearts and a Medal of Honor coming for saving 7 guys, including his own son, after an IED blew off my leg. The tall MP's hands were shaking, checking my service record on his phone, and he went ghost white. They both got cuffed right there and ended up discharged.